Tes 1 2. Testing. Tes 1 2. Oke. Testing. Tes 1 2. Oke, hari ini kita akan lanjutkan petualangan Hogwarts Legacy. Terakhir kita sampai mencari informasi.
Hello there, nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
Lord Gok. He's a friend. I'm glad to hear.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
What's my back? Mana itu?
Revelio.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona said our interests may be aligned. Perhaps she was wrong.
Well, if Sirona believes we have common goals, then it is possible that we can trust each other. Very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus. in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
If I retrieve the relic, how do I know you'll tell me the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Hengist of Woodcroft, certainly.
Kita ke mana tuh? Kasarnya. Nah, dari sini aja.
I'm
ini.
ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
No time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Ini kecil kenceng juga larinya.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting.
Nyala sendiri apinya.
Revelio. It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Revelio.
Okay, nothing there.
Merlin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Maybe I need to go further. Reparo. Lumos. Lumos.
Satunya di mana?
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Oh.
Confringo! These inferior, horrible... Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Wah, ini kah? Oh, bukan.
Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
How?
Revelio. Compulso. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
Pakai
Lumos.
lumos. Oh, begitu.
Compulso. Lumos. Revelio.
What is that?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Mana kan? Nggak bisa.
Revelio.
Udah habis. Ini apa ini?
Accio. Compulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. It's sealed shut from the other side. Revelio. Revelio.
Ini ke bawah nih.
Oh! Accio.
Ini kita
Confringo. Confringo. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Incendio. Stupid one. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Lumos.
muncul lagi.
Confringo. Confringo. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Mana?
Revelio.
Terus itu gimana?
Lumos. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Expelliarmus. This looks even more complex. Depulso. Lumos.
Ini kalau dilepas balik dia.
Lumos.
Oh, taruh situ.
Lumos. The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her... A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. Revelio. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway.
Lodgok. Lu.
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock.
Okay.
To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
There they are. The Ashwinders.
Eh.
I know what you did to Iona Morgan, and I'll not forget it. I see you.
Biar mereka berkelahi dulu aja lah.
Look what you've done! You've done it. Expulso! Potato! Stand standing shot! Stupid one.
Ngapain sih?
Revelio.
Ini. Oh, bukan. Apa yang kucari? Mana helmetnya di mana? Ini.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
Bikin. Ini kok di. Ini ikan.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. To most goblins, this is more than a mere helmet. You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Terbang. Mana kita?
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Oh,
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
okay.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Boleh. Oh, broomstick mana ya? Ini.
Glad you came.
Sirana.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me. And to Dorothy. Aiden was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Surat apa itu?
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Itu. Kita fast travel aja ya.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Ini gali apaan? Ini batu-batu gini. Keruk-keruk gini nih. Datang. Apa ini? Dapat.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Potato! Stop making around like a billywig! No! No!
Lama kok punya banyak.
Letters. Perhaps I'll find more Horklumps while I'm there. Revelio! Let's have a look around, see if I can find out some more letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Ini cus. Ini jalannya. Kan sini.
Revelio!
Oh, masih di bawah lagi.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo! Defendo! Potato! Confringo! Defendo! One less foul hulking brute.
Revelio.
I think that's everything. Serona will...
Curigakan begitu.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Yo,
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He
Alfred
cut me
Lawley.
out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Not comfortable with this. I'll do
I'll
it.
get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Bentar.
Wonders for one's image to have a styling done by her. Seems a natural courtesy.
Aku belum kasihkan suratnya.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggamel potion.
Skip it.
I wondered about some of the
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellows.
I spotted a...
We do. She taught me. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness. Well,
I'm glad I could be of help.
don't know what I'd have done without her. Come now. You've better things to do than that.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Ntar save dulu.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, he cut me out of our herbology.
I can...
A venomous but no.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here.
Sama
All I
aja.
ask is that you bring me the venomous tentac. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Hello, Mr. Barnes.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Let's see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Bisa ini ternyata. Kita
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me. I can't.
kayak duit.
I'll get...
Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
This must be... Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacular? Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio.
Ya elah. Bisa. Ini bisa. Nggak harus ke situ kan?
Where is that venomous tentacular? Revelio. Backing up. Trafficus totalis. So many spiders. I wonder. Good for you.
Oh mantap, 12.
Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo!
Orang ini besarnya ya namanya.
Revelio.
Tandanya segini. Punten. Udah nih.
Completed that errand for me yet?
It was.
Nah, bener
Thank you
terus.
again for your help.
Kemana? Hogwarts. Ini apa ya? Halo.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Oh iya tentu.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you.
Bisa diandalkan.
He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Mana? Kamu di mana? 100. Di luar dong. Di sini. Oke, ke situ kita terbangnya dari sini. langsung terbang. Tanpa basa-basi.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Rock stylists, just ahead. I take them by force. Discreet.
You will.
You won't stop me. Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Ini kemana lagi kita?
Revelio.
Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me.
Map-nya di mana dia? Dari camp ikutin sungai sampai di sini. Ini berarti sini. Atau yang ini. Berarti sama.
What do we have here? I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Somebody, an intruder!
I won't rest.
Revelio.
Over it.
Revelio. Confringo.
Was that you?
A ladder. That's what I need.
Nggak butuh ladder-ladderan.
Revelio. Ladder was never locked up. This is the spot on the map. Must have my wits about me. Revelio.
Mana? Oh, di bawah. Oh, kita masuk situ. Langsung rata.
What will we find in here? Revelio.
Nggak ada tracer kan?
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. How nice of you to stop by.
Protego! Revelio.
Dead as
A human's word is... I know I learned something that time.
No! Protego! Why do you drag this out? Don't get unnecessary. I won't rest. Dead. No! I will make you. No! I won't rest. Dead.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there.
No!
Protego! Stupid! Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
One way or another, we'll...
Hello? I won't. Stop it! No! Little moon calf. How nice of you. Such a... I won't rest until you're dead. No!
Confringo!
Pity.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Seperti ini tongkatnya. Hello.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you. Truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Revelio.
Hilang. Wah, sudah malam. Sama ngekort. Wah, boleh. Hey you wanna duel?
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother, until... Never mind. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning.
Wah, ada ininya.
Accio!
Oh, ngeselin dia. Boleh.
Yes!
Accio!
Ya, malah ngebantu dia dong.
That was sensational. Accio!
Aduh, no.
You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Ya kalah dong.
Accio!
Ya kalah dong.
How am I to top that? How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Accio! Yes!
Accio!
Nice.
That was sensational! Accio!
Jangan tabrak, jangan tabrak, jangan tabrak, jangan tabrak. Mampus.
What was I thinking? How am I to top that? Accio! Yes!
Accio!
Ya, jatuh.
You'll have to do better than that. That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Poor show.
More like you underestimated me. That was your mistake.
Fair enough. But a little sporting spirit wouldn't hurt you. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Siapa itu? Sejauh berarti anaknya. Cybernya kurang 2. Kurang. Ini apa nih? Hello.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, third years aren't taught.
And you're a third year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
Okay.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble.
Revelio!
Di bawah ya.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Kotak, ada kotak. Ini.
Revelio! Revelio!
That just came off. Listen. I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean...
Accio! Depulso! This must be the entrance to the Hall of...
To the Hall of Herodiana.
Find those puzzles. Revelio! Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Accio! Depulso!
Meningsoi dia.
Revelio!
Wait a minute.
Accio!
Oops.
Revelio! I see. A switch reset everything. Good to know. Revelio!
Oke, nggak ada something.
That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
What's next?
Accio! Depulso! Accio!
Revelio.
How to get there?
Repulsor. Accio.
Disenggol meningsoy.
Accio. Repulsor. Accio.
Salah.
Repulsor. Accio.
Bagaimana caranya ke sana?
Repulsor. Accio.
Oh, ini tak bisa. Nah, salah.
Accio. Accio.
Ah,
Repulsor. Accio.
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
lah.
Accio.
Kok bisa naik ini?
Accio. Repulsor.
Terus ini kesana gimana Pak? Easy.
That's the last of them. Seems I was a map. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Easy.
Revelio. Revelio. Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Ada misi lagi. Apa ini? Pastian. Ini kita diajarin ilmu baru. Christian, where are you?
You made it.
Budget tar. Jual orang dulu.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
Pak, gimana Pak? Oh, saya beli Pak.
Now, if you like what you bought, be sure to come in and see me again.
Saya beli semua, Pak. Thank you,
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Oke, Pak. Terbang dulu ke atas ini, Pak.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowingly and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
Ya, mana?
This way.
Angkelmu mana, angkelmu? Hihi. Oke, kita ke angkelmu.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
Oh.
Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Assalamualaikum. Punten.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Sebastian.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.
I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Aku udah ambil-ambilin ini. Hello.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parent. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Kita bantu
Ranrock's
Sebastian
loyalists are
untuk
capable of so much more than
adiknya.
people realize. They should
Gimana, ayo,
not be
berangkat.
underestimated.
Ayo berangkat di mana?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Kita jadi mana?
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. One let's get this over with. What's that look? There you are. No! I will make you pay. Why can't I hit you? I won't rest until... You've made your last mistake.
Apa iya?
Seems your heart isn't in this at all. Stupid lucky. One less humour to worry about. I won't rest until nice of you to stop by. Kill spell glance off.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Mana.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Oh, boleh. Ayo kita ke sana.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Ini apa nih?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Jadi ini sih trace-nya. Mana cara masuk rumahnya nih?
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
What? Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Lumos,
tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Revelio.
I know it sounds strange, but
honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Masuk sama Sebastian.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Oh, a missing piece.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ooh.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Nah. Nggak diajarin. Oke lah kalau begitu. Duration. Mana waktu kita? Sini, Asmani Tower. Cocok, Asmani Tower.
Revelio.
Oh, ke ini ke diksi ke dik.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howland said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Bentar, Dik. Jelek. Dua lagi. Oke. Beras. Beras. Bukan. Ini berangkat Dik.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Cara bukanya gimana? Yang dibutuhkan apa ini?
You got one!
Professor Howell will never believe this.
Revelio.
I'll look after you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hindi bisa begitu, Dik.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Oh, digabungin ini toh.
Levioso.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Revelio.
Oke, dan
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Jadi
Revelio.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
di malam di
Professor Howell will never believe this.
Revelio.
I'll look after you.
Revelio.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Everything's all right now. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready, I'm always ready. No, that is a good room, no way.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. Deke's no help, but, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Huh? 2 minutes, please. Vaksin lanang, gubernur lanang ini, oke. Terus mutlak lanang.
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Most excellent.
Yang burung tadi mana? Oh, bisa dirimin.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Conjure. Ini lagi pakai. Coba. Terusnya dilakukan berulang menjadi malam. Caranya tek aja. Nah,
that came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Deke mana Deke?
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Meet me near the ruins of Castle. After dark, do not tell anyone.
Bisa kasih kandang. Leader. Astaga. Pohon besar. Ini belum bisa dimasukin ya? Nggak bisa, iya sambal. Chest dong.
Revelio.
Lumayan besar. Pos mana lagi tuh? Bentar. Aku mau ke ini dulu. Mana ya? Ini ya. Recall. Hipogrif.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ke ini dulu jual ini. Cik the biscuit. Mana bis, di mana bis ini ya? Kan. Ini kah? Jepipin. Oh yes, mungkin sampai sini dulu live streamnya karena sakit perut. Kita akhiri sampai sini. Kasih menonton, kita akan ketemu lagi di streaming selanjutnya. Dadah.